What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is Rustbeard, and I know I am slacking. Dude, I don't make any content now. I apologize for that. I have a busy life. I've got 2 kids and a job and a life and a lot of friends and stuff going on, projects and everything in between. I've been working on a lot of music and devote my time to, obviously, my loved ones and whatnot. And, of course, the holidays pretty much just push that further and further back and so forth. So I just do a lot of stuff, okay? I'm also working on a project that I would like to actually get rolling this year and hopefully be able to announce some stuff. I've considered popping open a Kickstarter for that, but I don't know if that'll be necessary or not, so we'll see. But anyway, let's get into the video. Today's topic is World of Warcraft. Surprise! I just think that we got some stuff to talk about, and let's just get into it. So first things first, I have been playing World of Warcraft. This will be relevant for later, I promise. I've been playing World of Warcraft for a long time. I was like 9 years old when I started playing. Anybody that's watched any of my videos should be aware of this. And if you haven't watched any of my videos, then now you know. I've been playing World of Warcraft for a very long time, and it has been a big part of my life for a very long time. Sorry, Willow's got the squeaky toy back there, but anyway, I love the game. I've always loved the game. It has shaped a lot of who I am today. It's been a big part of my life, my social life, my imaginatory life. Like, everything about WoW has been huge in my life forever since I can remember, and I cannot imagine my life without it, to be honest. That being said, I have kind of, as you could probably tell by the lack of content that I've been putting out about WoW, I kind of put the game down a little while ago. I haven't played hardly at all, and I keep getting the itch to play it. For any long-time World of Warcraft players, you know what I'm talking about. There's just a sense of, I need to be in Azeroth right now. I gotta go there, I gotta do something. It doesn't matter what it is, I could just go walk around for all I give a shit. I just need to be in the world for some reason or another. This is probably called addiction. That being said, every single time I do, or I try, I get to the login screen and I'm like, man, I just don't feel like logging in. I don't feel like playing right now. And that's a shame. Honestly, it really is. It's a shame, and I feel like that is not really how I want to remember the game, you know? And it sucks because we have had bad expansions. We've had bad PR. We've had extremely bad things happen behind the scenes. The game has gone through so many different changes, it's not even the same game anymore. So when I'm getting this itch, it's for the old game. Yeah, when I do want to come back and play, I go to Classic. I go to Classic or Season of Discovery or one of the more, you know, the Pandaria or Lich King realms or whatever, you know, like those are the ones that I end up going to. And it sucks because what I'm going to bring up next is something that involves retail, and it has nothing to do with Classic, and the reason why maybe I have finally lost faith, or I am rapidly starting to lose faith more and more and more in the game itself. Player housing. Player housing is something that has been a fan topic forever. It's been something that people have been wanting in the game forever because of how nostalgic the world is for a lot of people, myself included, right? Keep that in mind. I've been playing forever, like I said at the beginning of the video. So a lot of people that have that kind of nostalgia for the game wanted player housing so you could live in the world, right? People had brought up the idea of living in the Howling Fjord, or living in Dunmorrow, or living in Loch Modan, or whatever. Like, there's been all these different places that people have fantasized about living in World of Warcraft forever. And when they announced that that wasn't gonna be the case, at least not initially, I was a little bummed, I'm not gonna lie. But I set it aside and I just let it happen. You know, like, it is what it is. We're getting player housing finally. That's at least a step in the right direction. I was willing to be positive about that. The player housing itself, my initial thoughts were, okay, this is cool. This is fun. I enjoy building stuff in games. I used to play Minecraft a whole shitload back in the day. I still do from time to time. I'll jump in and play some Minecraft. So, like, building stuff is cool in games, all right? And I enjoy it, especially in WoW, one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game of all time. It was shaping up to be a good thing, but then I started losing hope once I realized that I had to grind out levels to get access to tons of stuff that, as a veteran player, I feel a little entitled to. You know what I mean? And that may sound, very, selfish and entitled and blah, blah, blah. And I get that. But any long-term player, anybody that has been playing the game for an extended amount of time, right? Especially since Vanilla or Burning Crusade or Wrath of the Lich King, the people that have been playing for a long time, we have had so many hours, days, weeks, months, years put into this game that having to grind out levels as harshly as they were making us do to unlock some of the cosmetic items for your houses, instead of just giving them to us, is kind of ridiculous. I'm just gonna say it. It's kind of ridiculous, and I'm gonna die on that hill because, again, the nostalgia for the old heads like myself. I wanted to be able to just come back to the game and focus on my house, focus on customizing my house. We already didn't get the wherever we wanted to locations, so at the very least you could let me just sit at my house and customize the shit out of it and have all these customizations that I definitely would have unlocked had this system been implemented sooner. There's no reason why they couldn't have gone through and seen playtime or achievement points, for example. I've got a shitload of those, and calculated some form of thing that allowed you to have this much stuff, or these things were unlocked at this level of achievement point, or these achievements. Yes, I know there are achievements that do give you special items and whatnot, but like tried player housing, that's not the case. That's not what I'm talking about here. I should not, as someone that's been playing since I was a child, have to grind out levels for a system that you should have put in the game years ago. Right then and there, I was already kind of bummed with the locations, and then I got even more bummed when I realized that I've got to go back through and grind out all this stuff again to find stuff that I definitely have, like bosses that I've killed 1,000 times. I've got to go back and kill them again to go get this thing to hang on my wall. It's just the little minuscule thing that I feel like I should just have, that I've got to go back and do the same thing that I already did 1,000 times, especially for things that I know for a fact I don't want to do again, but I'm glad that I did them initially. If that makes sense. I don't know, maybe I'm rambling too much about this. Player housing was an L, in my opinion. Anyway, my point is, that's not to mention the $75 bundle on the in-game store for the two unique cosmetic housing things that they put up. I don't even have to talk about that for you guys to know why that is a massive fucking issue. That is not okay in the slightest. There should absolutely be nothing on the store for more than the actual game itself when we already pay a subscription fee. Anyway, moving on from that, it's just become bloated and overblown. There's too much going on. I don't really like the state of the game that it's in, and I hope that we get, and I know that Classic Plus was pretty much Season of Discovery, but I hope we get some sort of Classic Plus thing, because I want to play WoW, and the current game frustrates me to no end, and I would like to just go back and feel nostalgic again in my favorite game. So hopefully that happens. We'll see at BlizzCon, I guess. But that's also not to discuss the massive PR issue that happened at the same time with the fact that player housing is just not working. It's not functioning properly. There's tons of glitches. There's tons of stuff that doesn't work. And then you release a bundle for $75 in the store. Blizzard. Come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? Where did you think that was gonna go? Now, the other thing is, again, from an old head, I've been wanting to see the old world revamped for a long time. A long time. I've wanted to see the old zones like Keldanas and all the places that are getting reworked in Midnight revamped. Like this is something that we've wanted for a long time, and I'm at the point now where I kind of just want to log in to go explore the zones. I want to go see what Silvermoon looks like. I haven't even touched Midnight, by the way. I haven't even touched it because I just don't have any desire to. It's just very depressing, very sad, and I hope that something gets done soon, because by the time The Last Titan comes out, if we have all these other zones that are redone, and hopefully a new Undercity, hopefully a new Plaguelands are, you know, completely revamped and fixed up like they should be, I would like to go back and see these zones reimagined in the more modern style. Like, that is something that I desire a lot. I might even do another Azeroth on Foot series where I go through and walk through the zones again, but in the, you know, the new fidelity graphics and shit like that. So we'll see, but hopefully things get fixed somewhere. But I just am losing faith in Blizzard to make something that I want to actually play. I've considered possibly going back to private servers, or just making my own solo private server that I can just, like, you know, fuck off in by myself or whatever, just to like go hang out and just be at peace in Azeroth, leave my life for a little bit to go explore some of these old zones that I remember so fondly. I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear what you guys think of the player housing situation. Are you guys just as bummed as I am? If you are an old-time player, a long-time player that's been playing the game since forever ago, are you bummed that we have to grind the same old shit that we grinded a million times? Don't get me wrong. I enjoy going to the old content a lot, but I still don't think that it should be locked behind going back to the old content to get stuff that people like myself have already done 1,000 times. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me at all. Again, let me know what you think down in the comments below. What is the most disappointing thing in Midnight that you guys have seen so far? I don't mind any spoilers. Go ahead and spoil the shit out of it for me in the comments. There's a good chance that I'm gonna possibly jump on and play the expansion before The Last Titan comes on. But it might be a little while, because I'm just kind of taking things slow at the moment. Hope you all are doing well. Sorry I haven't been putting out any content lately. I will try to do my best to put out some more content. Maybe I'll start streaming some Rivals again. We will see. I might start doing some shorts, you know, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.